Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. This is Star Citizen, by the way. Because of the Invictus Fleet Week, I have access to a lot of ships that are getting launched this week. Because if you have the Imperator membership, monthly membership, you get access to everything when it launches for, generally it's supposed to be a week, but I think we're probably going to have it for the entire Invictus time period. So we have an Aegis Avenger Titan. Now, I don't believe you have to have the Imperator. I think they gave everybody access to this one because one of my friends has it, and I know he doesn't have a membership. He doesn't have a membership at all. So that's there. We've got the Anvil Asgard, which is what I just called up. We have what else do we've got? I know we've got more stuff here. We've got a bunch more stuff here. It's just how far it is. The Drake MT or the Grey Cat MTC, the new ground vehicle, which is probably one I'm going to actually purchase and hang on to. We have the Misk Starlancer Tax, the Mirai Guardian MX, which I flew some last night and managed to blow up. We have an Origin 600i and 600i Touring. I think that's everything. And somehow I still have my Vandal Scythe. Which was the one from last month, which hasn't gone away, which is interesting. Not complaining. I actually really enjoyed that ship. But I thought today, briefly, we would go ahead and take a look at the Anvil Asgard. And maybe we'll take a look at a few others. The one problem with my extra large hangar is you do have to pack a lunch before you start heading out to your ship because it is a long ways away. There's a hatch over there. There's a hatch over there. I don't know how we get in this thing. We're just going to do a quick walkthrough. These are the side hatches. This is one of the ships that I was interested in purchasing. We had a little bit of a bug there. I'm going to turn off the... I'll leave them on. Just in case I missed anything. We got the little hints there, right? Let's not get run over by the ramp. I think we can turn those off. I can turn them back on later. I haven't played for about 3 weeks until kind of last night, and it's amazing how much stuff I've forgotten. Cinematic cameras, yes. Hints, that's what we're looking for. I think that's the one I don't need. All right, so let us, whoops, spin the camera back around. Ooh, sorry about that, in case anybody got a little, and that's not even the camera I want. Let us start to walk in where we can kind of see what we're doing. This is the hangar. Now, I did look at one of these at the Invictus Fleet Week event. I didn't realize I had one in my own hangar at the time, but I did go to the convention center and take a look. So we do have a fire extinguisher right there. I believe engineering and fires in particular are probably on their way. I think I've seen some stuff on the 4.22 patch, which will obviously be the next one coming up that maybe we're beginning to see kind of the beginning of engineering and stuff that way. So we do have, we got a couple buttons over here. One is to bring up the ramp, but the other is to open the side door. And from here, we can come over and we can, hold on. There it is. And we could grab the side gun. So we can cover the infill and exfil of our troops here as we land in a hot LZ. So very cool. And obviously we have that on both sides. We've got a huge vehicle ramp here. I don't know if this is a cargo grid or not. I want to say I saw that it had like 96. We could test that real fast. Hold on. Give me a second. I will hopefully remember to edit this out. Let me call up a... which one is closer? Jesus Christ, they're both forever. Let me call up on the elevator a cargo box, and we'll see how much cargo grid we have there. There's clearly a lighting effect issue here. Do we have a box in here somewhere? Yeah, we definitely have a lighting issue with the elevators at the moment. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of cargo missions for a little while. All right, let's see how much cargo grid we have, if any, in here. Yeah, it looks like this whole thing is until reasonably out on the outside. Looks like it's going to leave you a little walkway. I don't know how much this is, but reasonable. Like I said, if you wanted to be this kind of your everyday ship, and you wanted to do some cargo missions, obviously you could. My guess is that you'll only be able to stack 2 high, but realistically you could stack, it looks like about 4 high in the middle. You know, probably 4 high most of the, nope, we hit that. So maybe 3 high on the outside ring here, and then 4 high on the middle ones. That'd be my guess. Don't know that for sure. But I think that's probably fair to say. So there is some cargo here. Obviously, it's got plenty of room for vehicles, including fairly tall vehicles. So you should be able to fit a pretty wide variety. This seems to me to be more of a drop vehicle ship than just a straight infantry vehicle drop ship, if that makes sense to you. You know, sure, we're going to drop some people out here, but mostly we're going to drop some vehicles out here. We're going to roll a couple tanks out of here or something like that. Let's see what else we have here on the ground floor. Right, to those cooler access. So that's component access. We have a turret here. All right. Jump seat for the engineer, I'm guessing. Does it label it? It just says sit. So yeah, we've got our engineering terminal right here though. So that's our engineers, and he has another fire extinguisher here. So pretty good access for him for fire extinguishers for engineering. Obviously the one there and then the one outside that loops back in. We just saw that. More components here. Another seat here. So maybe you have another crew member back here. That gets you 2 people to run the guns too as you come in. So they're here and ready to go. So that's pretty cool. Let us go upstairs. There's a hatch there that clearly is a little bit buggy. And is... No, go back. Fucking... I really wish this stuff would only happen when you hit a button. There we go. Let's try this again. Now, is there glass here? Okay, so there is glass here. So this is, in theory, going to be an enclosed area if and when they add atmosphere and life support. This opening that door won't lose all of your air from up here. I mean, that's going to be a pretty big volume of air regardless. But if you're doing, you know, extra orbital, you know, outside the planet stuff, maybe you've got this thing loaded with hover bikes and you and your merry pirate crew are going to open up that back door and go roaring in to board somebody. You could definitely do that. What do we got on this side? We have a couple beds and maybe some sort of component access up there as well. Maybe that could be a life support pod or something like that. And the bathroom. All right. So 2 beds, 2 suit hangers. So what we're looking at is, I haven't been into the I was in the cockpit, but I don't really remember it too well. But I'm going to guess this is meant to be kind of 2 crew members, maybe a pilot and a gunner / engineer, right? Officially, with 2 beds and everything else. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Very cool. Should we see what the kind of the HUD and everything looks like as we hop in the seat?
All systems online.
I'm guessing we've got VTOL. Those look like they should rotate down. That must be the turret that we saw earlier. Well, that's all missiles. That's cool as hell. Is that really a missile turret? Before we've quit this, I'm gonna run back down and take a look at that. No, it's gotta be that turret? Is that, hold on. F4. Can I get to that? There we go. That's got to be the turret down there, right? Yeah. So the turret guy has got to control that turret. And that means the pilot, in theory, has the 6 guns up above, right? The 2 on either side, the 2 there, and the missiles would be my guess. Oops. Can we shoot in here? Yeah, there we go. So that's exactly it. VTOL. I don't remember how to do VTOL. Do you guys remember how to do VTOL? Do we have a button for it? Power, engine, open exterior, exit. I don't see a light for it. Hold on, let me check, because it's funny how what just falls out of your mind when you don't play very well. Key bindings. VTOL K. Yep, that makes sense. F4, let's hit K. Oh, all 4 of them go. That's cool. I was just thinking maybe the 2 in the middle. I wasn't even noticing those. Okay, so let's go up. Let's drop the landing gear real quick, and so, you know, when you come in hot, those are your side doors right there. In fact, we can, I believe, was there an open exterior over here? There's an exit, open exterior. Oh, we've got even a little platform there. Cool, so you can easily get in and out. Yeah, I mean, most of the ship is that hangar bay, you know, is the garage. Right, but there's for our people to run out if we want, the vehicles to run out. We can cover the sides. The only negative I see on this is there's no way to cover the back as the vehicles go out. Right, when that door comes open, our turret in front is very much a front-facing turret. And obviously the side gunners are only covering the side. So as things are going out the back door, so if you're only dropping people, drop out the side, because there's no way to cover people out the back. The vehicles are going to have to cover themselves. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to put that up. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do
Landing gear raised.
Close exterior. I'm going to get out of the seat and hope we don't crash. Let's go check the turret while we're there. This is my version of an even lease 10 minutes more or less. We're at 14. So this is definitely a more. An even lease more than 10 minutes. Without the colors, because I don't have the colors to show you. Let's enter the turret real quick. Take a look at that. Yep. Oh, it's just so much farther forward than I thought it was. What do we got up here? Increase sensitivity, decrease, reset. Where's power? Switch fire mode, gyro mode, power on.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Yeah, the living quarters, like, this ship is all garage. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. All right, well. Oh, the camera. The camera did some weird stuff there for a moment. Because I was thinking of looking on the outside of the ship to show you, but not thinking where I was. So yeah, this is the. Oh, here, let's see. Here we're gonna start our role play right here. Here we are. We're coming in low. We're about to come in. We got to clear off the LZ. Here, let's. Oops. Can I? Let's see. F4 page down? No, page down and page up. There we go. It's back up. Now we can zoom. We could not zoom out, but that's okay. Ah, yes. Eat lead. Eat lead. And on that, I'll leave you. This is the Anvil Asgard. I think we can verify that real quick by going to chat. Is it going to show me what channel I'm in? The Anvil Asgard. There you go. That's the joys of mytism. Remembering names of things, of people, of whatever it may be. I'm going to land this thing down, and I'll pull something out to show you. And this has been my kind of walkthrough, and I will see you next time. Cheers. I forgot to mention it while recording this, but now that we're in editing, let me mention it. It is $350 real currency at the moment. Well, US dollars. I don't know if that's a real currency or not anymore, but it is what it is. It happens to be $25 less than the Anvil Valkyrie, which is the small dropship. So we'll cover that a little later. I've got a video still needs to be edited for that. Now, it does say the highlights of this are the fact that it can carry and deploy a Tumbril Nova tank. It has heavy armor, and it has a devastating missile turret. And by that, they mean it is a single turret that holds 16 size 3 missiles. Anyway, and it has a 180 SCU. By the way, I looked it up afterwards. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Cheers.